We do have a filter in the basement, and I have to change that about once a month, and I am getting sick and tired of changing the filter. So I kind of want to show you what I got going on today. Right in the background here, we got the Morton whole house water filtration system that I ended up buying from Menards that we're going to put in. Back in the corner here, you can see my filter is orange and it is definitely in need of replacement. I'm just sick and tired of replacing this thing, and every time it gets clogged up, you can definitely tell with the water tasting pretty bad. So we're gonna take that out of there and install this Morton whole house water filtration system. The first thing that's gonna go coming out is your water filter, then your softener, then upstairs is my water heater. So let's see if we can get this installed today, guys. First things first, we're gonna wanna shut off the main shut off to the water so it does not come inside. I should probably have a water shut off on the back side of my filter itself, but I do not. So when I undo this, water is going to back drain down, and that is okay. I do have a water pit down in the basement right here, so it's just going to back drain all the way into my water pit. I was a little disappointed. My tripod that I was planning on using is not working at the moment. It broke, so I need to get a new one. So let's see if we can make a good video without the tripod. So basically, I'm just going to unscrew this. Water's probably going to start draining out pretty good. Let's see if I can unscrew it here with... Got that loose, should come right off. All right, look at that. That is a very, very disgusting. Definitely past due to be changed, but I'm really excited to get this guy in. So let's open this up and get it in place. We're gonna pop this top open right now. See, everything should be under here. Yeah. And let's see what we got in here. So they give you this mixing valve that we're going to install on the back and a couple other fittings here. I'm actually very disappointed with Morton right now. The electric cord in here, and there is no drain hose. There should be a drain hose that they gave me, and it should connect right here, and I would drain it into my pit right here, and that pumps it right out in the ceiling. But I am very disappointed, guys. There needs to be a drain hose. It's in the instructions, and I did not receive my drain hose. I do have a drain hose just laying on the floor here that's hooked up to my dehumidifier. I'm going to see if I can jerry-rig that drain hose and connect it and get it going into the drain. But I'm very disappointed that it did not come with a drain hose. I don't know if this, it did not seem like the package was open previously to me opening it. Who knows? We'll see if we can get it to work though. The first thing that we're going to want to do is install this mixing valve right here. It is a bypass valve, so you can bypass the filter if you would like to bypass the filter for some reason. I don't know why you would. But to get that in there, there's these two clamps right here. We're going to take these plastic clamps off. As you can see, I was struggling a little bit to get those clamps off, so I did end up taking the clamps off. We're going to set them off to the side and see if we can put this bypass valve in here. This mixing valve should just shove right in, and I needed two hands to do that, so I got that shoved in. We're going to put these black clips back on. They just basically go right on the top, clamp right down to keep that valve right in place. Grab the other one real quick and put that right in place. So we got the valve in right there. Let's put this in the corner here where it goes. I have the Morton filter exactly where I want it now. That's the best place for me to put it when connecting these flexible 1-inch lines, water lines that I have, female pipe lines there. I did end up cutting this hose, and this hose is going to fit right in the back. So I can take this hose, really still kind of disappointing, but I don't want to make an extra trip to the store. Right back in there, that fitting right there, I'm going to push the hose on and then drain it right in the drain right here. So we'll do that first. Now that we have the drain draining into the pit, we're going to connect the water. This is the inlet for my water here, And this is the outlet that was going to come out of the filter and then end up going into my Morton water softener and up into the ceiling and all throughout my house. So we'll go ahead and connect these real quick. All right, now that I got this in place exactly where I want it, I'm just going to go ahead and hand tighten this to get the threads going so I don't strip these threads here, because it is a plastic thread. And that's definitely the last thing you want to do on this bypass valve here is strip the thread, or you're going to have problems leaking all over. But it's going on pretty easily. We'll get that tightened down, then get our wrench, and you're definitely going to want a wrench to tighten it the rest of the way, or it's definitely going to start leaking. Let's see if we can get this other one on here. That one's a little bit easier to tighten on, probably because they are a little bit different hoses, but now we'll get the wrench and tighten those up. You definitely want it tight, but you don't want to over tighten it, that is for sure. It's pretty snug there. Tight spot back here to get my wrench, but it's working. Cross my fingers that it doesn't leak. Before I plug this guy in, I want to turn on my water supply valve here just to make sure I don't have any leak. Cross my fingers that I don't. And I do have a little bit of a leak at this connection up here. And just adjust this tube a little bit. It is a shark bite fitting, and it is a little older, so it probably, the tube itself probably needs to be replaced, but it looks like that fixed the problem. I'm really not concerned about that. I'm really not concerned about that area right now. I'm concerned about these areas down here. It doesn't look like it's leaking from these connections that I have here. You definitely want to make sure it's not leaking. So that's good to go. We're going to take our power supply here and plug it in. He is plugged in, guys. Just like that, very, very simple actually to install. If you don't know what you're doing, it is a little scary to do. But I mean, in 10 minutes, I installed my Morton whole house water filtration system. Not too hard to do. Obviously, everybody's setups are going to be a little bit different. You're not going to have exact fittings. Sometimes to connect, you might need to get a different couple fittings, but I would highly suggest flexible lines to connect to whatever you're going to. I do have PEX running throughout my whole house. If you are not a plumber, I would highly suggest shark bite fittings. They do great work for homeowners like me that want to save a buck and don't want to buy a $100 shark bite tool and clamps. And these do last a long time. So we're going to turn this on and get this programmed and see what we got going on. We're going to make sure that it's not leaking in the back as well. Again, but let's see if we can program this. It's 306, so it's flashing right now. So I'm in the setup mode because it has been unplugged and I just plugged it in. So we're going to change the time to 306. So 306, program. It does set it at a 14-day recycle charge, meaning it's going to clean the filter that's in here every 14 days. I do have very hard water, and personally, I'm going to set that in half at a 7-day. It doesn't really matter. 14 days should be fine, but I just, for the peace of mind, am going to set it half sooner, and you want to set the recharge time. So what time do you want this to recharge? You don't want it to recharge when you're using stuff. So it says 1 a.m. I'm going to change this probably to, you know what, I'm going to change it to 4 a.m. because nobody should be up at 4 a.m. And it's a perfect time to set the recharge time for this. So program, and it's all set just like that. 10 minutes, guys, you have a new whole house filtration system. I highly recommend this. It does a great job. You never have to replace the filter. I did end up buying a warranty, an extra year warranty for this filtration system, just for the simple fact that the first one that I installed lasted about 2 years, and I think we had a lightning storm and it shocked the whole system, and that was not covered under warranty. I believe just the bladder tank inside is covered under a 10-year warranty. Everything else I believe is a 1-year warranty. So when you pick this guy up, you do have the option to get an extra warranty, and I paid the extra $20-some to get the extra year warranty just in case. This thing is a little more expensive, obviously, than these types of filters here, but I'm never going to have to mess with this filter again. I'm never going to have to think about it, and I'm not going to have my wife saying the water stinks, the water needs to be changed, the filtration is changed. I'm never going to have to worry about that again. So hopefully this helps you guys out if you are looking for this filter or how to install this whole house filter. I know this is a little bit different video than I usually do, guys. For those of you that do not know, I have a lawn care channel. It's called Douglas Lawn Care. But hey, it's the weekend. Wife wanted a new filtration system in. I said, let's go with this route because we never have to worry about it again. She said, okay. So I said, you know what? I'm going to make a video and show everybody out there how to install this, my personal opinions on this filtration system. So hopefully this video helped you out. Again, like, subscribe, guys. Michael Douglas, Douglas Lawn Care. You want to see some lawn care content out there, guys? Check on in with my channel. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this helped.